Hey, beautiful mamas. How is everybody on this beautiful Friday? I'm coming to you today with Conscious Champagne Chat number 45 and my most favorite topic of all times, which is a very unusual topic, but we have to have an honest and real conversation about mom anger. I have a lot of passion for this topic because I was living with anger for 35 years and didn't even really realize it. I just thought that's who I am. And it was only until my need to control my kids and my many moments of losing my cool and my many moments of overreacting, yelling and blaming my kids and then feeling guilty afterwards, that I really woke up and thought, I need to do something about this. Like, I need to fix me. I need to solve my anger issues. I need to be able to control my emotions better. And so this was about 5 years ago when I set out on this journey to really become a better mom. And my trigger for that was to clear, me blowing out at them in a way that just wasn't pretty and really ruining my relationship with them. And so I want you I want to ask you today, have you been in these situations where, the attitude of your 6-year-old basically really got to you, right? Where the little one was pulling on your leg and really dragging you out and you couldn't go out of the door, right? Or no one was moving. No matter how many times you've asked, come on, guys, we need to go, we're going to be late. Come on, right? Have you yelled upstairs, get ready? And nobody responded and nobody came. The constant pleading we do to ask them, stop fighting. And we talked about sibling rivalry just in the last series of Conscious Champagne Chat. Go and watch it. The tears behind closed doors when there's mess everywhere, toys everywhere, and nobody cares except for you. Of course, you're worn thin. Of course, your emotional energy is low. Of course, you're drained. It's no wonder we are overreacting. It's no wonder we're trying so hard. And we keep ourselves in the struggle and we don't even realize it. And the big breakthrough moment for me came was when I realized there was a reason for why I was angry. There was a reason for why I was having these constant battles with my kids. And the painful truth is, what I had to realize is, I was not parenting in the interest of my children. I was parenting in my own interest, to fill my own needs. Hey there, beautiful woman. So good to see you live. I was parenting for my own needs. And this is so hard for us guys to get that. But until you don't realize that we are parenting to get our own needs met, you will keep feeling guilty. You will keep overreacting. You will not know how to deal with your kids because you need them. You need them to fulfill your own unmet needs. And then when they don't do, we get angry. We get mad at them. Because you know what? We parent the old way. We parent the way our parents have taught us to parent 90% of the time. Because that's what's ingrained in your brain. And you literally cannot parent a different way until you consciously wake up and understand that you're doing it only in your own interest. We think now that we are the parent, we own our children, and so they better do as I tell them to do. It's now my turn to be treated with respect. It's now my turn to get mad when they do not follow my lead, because that's exactly what happened to us. And when they do not follow our lead, oh boy, we do get mad. We get so frustrated, we get so angry, and then what do? We blame it on our children. We think they need fixing. We think something is wrong with them. We go out and need somebody to help us give them a label. And so our kids are being labeled as ADHD and hyperactive and OCD and what else? Because instead of understanding that we're co-creating this with our children, we try to find the flaws in them. But if you want to move to a new way of parenting, if you really want to move to a way of parenting where you are like deeply beautiful connected with your children, you gotta start first with you. You need to start daring being a different parent, a bold parent. And you need to start understanding that all these feelings you're having, the feelings of anger, frustration, are coming because of you. They have nothing to do with your children. And I want you to understand that anger, if you realize you're being an angry mom and you can't control yourself because you're so frustrated because things are not going the way you want them to and nobody's helping you and you're all alone and blah, 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 blah. This is the most beautiful wake up call if you're willing to see what anger has to bring to you. When you're angry, it's a message being sent to you from the universe saying, women, you are meant for more. You are not living the life you're supposed to live. You're not doing the parenting you're supposed to do it. This is not how you wanted it to be. There is something else. But in order to get there, you gotta clear all that gunk that is inside of you. And all these stories that we've been told about, we own our kids and we need to discipline our kids and we are the only ones who have the right to punish our kids. When we are using that type of things, of course you think they owe you and you are the leader here and they need to follow you. And if they don't follow your lead, man, you're gonna get mad. That's who I used to be. And it's so hard to admit. It was so painful to admit to you guys. Because, it was so much easier when I lived in the bubble of, you didn't clean up. Of course I'm going to get mad at you. Like, don't expect me not to get mad if you don't clean up after I asked you 5 times. But it's a choice. We can stay in that place, keep creating disconnection, keep creating yuckiness at home, or we start owning our stuff and start looking into what is that anger moment actually trying to tell us. Because when you flip it around on you, you understand in that moment what was triggered inside of you was the fact that they did not listen to you, that they did not give you the respect that you wanted. And that's what's triggering the anger. It's the moment you're feeling helpless because you don't know how to get them to do their stuff in a different way than what you've been taught, which is yelling, disciplining, counting until 3 if you don't do it. All the things that never feel good to us. Never feel good to us. And I want you to understand it's also not your fault because we have not learned a different way. We literally have not. But when you flip it around on you, you can clear the stuff inside of you. You can learn to clear all this gunk and start becoming whole and complete yourself first. Because when you become whole and complete yourself first, you can be your truest self. In your glory, in your beauty, in your breakdown, in everything. And then, and only then, you will ever really give permission to your children to be who they truly want to be. Only then. If you've not cleared your own stuff, you need them to be a certain way. Let me just give you one example from a friend of mine. Literally just happened yesterday. My daughter is taking an art class. And she said, I want my son, he's 8 years as well, I really want him to go and do an art class. And so we were talking about this. And then it hit her. And she realized, she was like, oh my God, I just realized now I want my son to take the art class because I was never good in drawing. And I wish I could learn how to draw. I really want to learn how to draw. And without even realizing, she needed her son to do that for her because she never achieved it on her own. And we do this all the time, my friends, all the time. It takes a lot of awareness, a lot of conscious awakening to see what you're really after. And anger is here to help you. It's like that ding, 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 ding. There's something you need to clear. Ding, 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 ding. There's something you need to go and double check. Anger is that sign. It's a good thing. Anger is actually a good thing. It's a beautiful thing when you learn to look at it that way. So every time your anger is being triggered, you stop, you pause, you go and look at it. We have a program called the Rapid Anger Relief Mastermind. It's my most foundational program to up-leveling your emotional leadership by starting to clear your anger. And it's a 3-step process. It's very easy. It always starts by looking at identifying your triggers. And instead of blaming the other person that triggered you, we start flipping it on us and we start owning it. We start really going on we start really understanding what is going on inside of us. It's about really starting to pay attention to your triggers. Triggers are the most beautiful gift you can give to you. I literally went out, like when I started on this journey, I was like literally collecting all my triggers. I'm like, oh my God, yes. And even now, I love when I'm being triggered because I know there's something that needs to get out of here, that needs to clear so I can up level. I can grow stronger even more. I can be whole and complete even more. So trigger is the first step of the process. We find and identify your triggers. Then we go and clear them using my very specific tapping technique that I have. It's not EFT. It's way more intensive, way more effective than EFT. We clear the triggers out of your system so you do not have to be triggered again in that same scenario. Your anger literally vanishes. And in the third step, we close the loop and we bring in the good. We nurture the thing you want to create. We nurture that relationship you want to create. It's trigger, clear, nurture. Trigger, clear, nurture. It's always that 3-step process. Find your trigger, clear it, nurture what you want. See, most people, what they do, they just move straight to their nurture. They think if they meditate, they think if they say positive affirmations all day long, things will change. But really they don't. I always like to say, you gotta clean this baby. You gotta go and clean the garbage that's been put inside of you over generations. You gotta empty that garbage first, because if you don't, then the nurturing part is just gonna be perfume that is sprayed over that garbage and it's gonna come back out. The garbage smell is gonna come back out. The perfume smells good for a few days, but then the garbage smell comes back out eventually. That's why, you have a few days where you pull yourself together, your willpower is strong enough to say, okay, I'm holding it. I'm going to be the fun mom, the relaxed mom, the calm mom. And then, you come back, the next thing happens, and you're just right back there in the place you didn't want to be. And that's why it's like the nurturing needs to close the deal. But the nurturing only closes the deal when you start from a clean slate, when you're clean inside of you, When you're clean inside of you, you feel light. You feel energized. Because yes, we're tired because, we have a lack of sleep. But then on the other side, we're tired because we have a lot of mental overload and we have a lot of emotional gunk inside of us that exhausts us. Most of us live either in the past thinking about stuff that has happened, or we worry about the future. And when you clear, you can be fully present. You can connect in the most beautiful ways. So today, I personally invite you for our next intake on the Rapid Anger Relief Mastermind. It's all yours for $37 as a self-study program. We have this process laid out for you. You don't have to worry about anything. You just go in there, purchase it for $37. It's all laid out on a membership site. It guides you through step by step. You find your triggers, you clear, and you nurture. And you do this over and over. You do this for anger. We do this for guilt. We do this for frustration. We do this for a whole bunch of emotion, but most importantly, anger. The women that have joined this course see results within like 2 weeks. They're like, I don't know what happened, but I didn't lose it. I actually managed to stay calm. Yes, because you realize it has nothing to do with your child. It's all about you. And when you clear that gunk inside of you, you can show up as a completely different parent. You can show up actually as the parent you want to be. That's how you make parenting easy. Just owning your stuff, holding yourself accountable for it. Learning it to do it the beautiful way. So you can go and get this Rapid Anger Relief Mastermind for $37 as a self-care study. And if you want to join us, we offer you an option for 12 weeks where you get to be with us in a sacred private community, and I will personally coach you once a week, where we meet once a week, and I will personally guide you and coach you through your individual circumstances. And you can book that on top, if you want to the self-study guide for $297. And you will get that access to the private community and myself for 12 weeks. So we really, really enable that transformation and really help you just, make your parenting journey easier. I mean, for those of you who know me, I want your life to be easy. I want things to go smoothly for you. And in order to get there, you got to clear the garbage. You got to up-level your emotional leadership. Emotions run the show in everything you do. So I'll be dropping the link in here. You can go and check it out, and we will be talking a lot about it over the next couple of days. We're going to do an intake over the next 7 days, all right? So get ready. Join us in the Rapid Anger Relief Mastermind, and I will see you there. Have a wonderful weekend, my friends, and talk to you later. Bye.